Critical thinking is an important aspect of daily life. To get a better understanding of the value of this skill, four young Long Beach college students set out on an adventure to interview a professional lawyer to see how critical thinking is utilized in his profession. My name is Ashley. I'm narrator and video editor. Andrew is the interviewer. Heather is the editor. And Alexandra is the storyteller.
A little bit about yourself and what is your name and how you got started with this profession?
So my name is Omar Gastelum. I'm an attorney. I've been practicing about 18 years. I started in this profession since I was a kid. I always knew I wanted to be an attorney, so it was something that I knew very early on what I wanted to do.
How do you implement critical thinking in your daily
Every single task. As a lawyer, I'm always developing arguments or defenses or trying to strategize how to assist my clients out of a problem or a resolution or to try to come to terms of a contract. So we're always using that aspect of our brain, right? Critical thinking, because we're always trying to figure out some resolution.
Some of the issues you face in the workplace that you've resolved with critical thinking that involve some of your employees in the office.
Having people understand the process of my own critical thinking and determine into the determination of the resolution or solution that I'm looking for. Always an instance for like employees when there's an issue between them, trying to mediate and trying to figure out what the best approach is to resolve the issue, as well as with clients. You know, even though you as an individual have the critical thinking, you always have to explain it to your client. So that's sometimes a challenge or something that we do during the day, trying to resolve it.
How often do you use critical thinking in your daily profession? Like, give me a percentage wise on how often do you use critical thinking?
95%. 95% of the time, because we're always representing our clients or there's an issue. I mean, everything, I would believe in our profession requires critical thinking. Everything has an impact or some sort of reaction, so we have to be very careful in what we do. So it always requires us to kind of plan it. It's almost like chess, right? It's a strategy that we always have going on. So critical thinking, I think, is the foundation and the overall umbrella in this practice.
How do you implement critical thinking in your daily job?
Well, it's usually through an analysis. For instance, if we're in court, I'll prepare myself with the arguments that I'm going to be making or the anticipated arguments of the opposing side. Usually when we're drafting our pleadings, which is our written work that we turn into court, that takes analysis and critical thinking in order to process the argument and be able to write the argument so the reader understands it.
I found it intriguing that this particular profession utilizes critical thinking in day-to-day tasks, but also in communicating with clients. So it's kind of like a two-way system where you need to know exactly what you're doing in front of you, but also have the critical thinking skills to explain it to those who you're working with.
So going off about what the lawyer said about using critical thinking in every single day life, we can also come to the conclusion that there's different types of critical thinking that lawyers use for their jobs and like when they're solving cases. And I feel like one of the most like distinct ones is inductive reasoning, because like he did kind of give us the process of like how the whole like process of like solving a case works, but also to add to that, inductive reasoning allows us to analyze like certain premises and arguments and cases that adds up to like an entire conclusion. And that's something really important for being a lawyer and also applying critical thinking to their jobs.